Tomorrow, folks. What do you expect? Copious koi. Right. Today I've been filming and documenting treating Goldie. So I've treated Goldie, I've put him in the pub. When I took him out, he looked really pink. Sore down his sides, on his tail, his fins, what have you. He wore like that at all when Dave got him out the other day and treated him. Anyway, I've sat in the house, I've been editing the video. Don't know why, but someone told me to come up and check my filter. I've checked my filter. I'm going to turn you around now and show you how my filter works. I think I've showed the people before. People. Right. Here's my touching stick here. When this overflows, it overflows through that letterbox there. Now, this filter, I had the answer in it when I bought it. I'm going to go into all that crap now anyway. But normally, you get an overflow pipe cut out there. So when this overflows, it goes through there, into there, back into your pond. Now what's happening with mine is, this had a stainless steel mesh over it here. I'll call it the letterbox. And the slots in the stainless steel mesh are really fine, and it was clogging up quick, really easy. And then it was, instead of it overflowing through there, it was overflowing here and obviously there and emptying my pond. So I removed that mesh from there. Right. Anyway, like I was saying, I've done a video today on treating. Let me tell you about. I've done a. Oh, here we go. Sorry about that. Right, I've done a video today now on treating Goldie. Let me just turn this valve. Oh no, sorry. I'm giving right. It's all right. I just don't know what was happening today. Turn my pump on. Right. Now then, what I've done. Someone told me while I was editing. Check the filter. I don't know where it comes up coming. Anyway, it was overflowing through that letterbox. Now when it overflows through that letterbox, the bad water in the middle is going into the outer ring, which is the good stuff, as you know. Don't know why. I couldn't remember when I changed it. It's been that long, it's only been a matter of days. Let's say 7 days if you like. It normally takes long enough for it to get to that extreme. It's overflowed, nothing I can do about it. I don't know how long it's been going. It's thick, green. Oh, you've heard me before saying I've got to do an amalgam, checking bubbles again, an amalgam light off Dave, Jackson's koi bloke. That's been up and running. I have turned it off because the weather's turned cold. As I've had Goldie out today, there's a little bit of green algae on the wound, only a little bit, like a strand, on which I've took that off. When I put him back in the pill video, I noticed there was a lot of green algae on the pipe that goes back to the pump. Now, I've done a winter what I call a winter clean the other day, where I've hoovered all the pond out, cleaned all the pump, everything. So it's got a nice circulation over the winter months. Hopefully we have to the algae in that. I don't think there's an issue. I'm coming in now, the filter's overflowing, and I've got a really, really strong feeling the bacteria, which obviously is in the centre of my filter, is mixing with the good water on the outer ring, if I'm making sense. And it's been circulating in the pond, and I've got a feeling that is why Goldie is like he is. So, as drastic as it may seem there, folks, I'll flick it on, see, I've got the pump wide open. Now Dave, I've got a 10,000 litre pump on this, that's the flow. Now I've cleaned everything out, don't forget folks. And Dave reckons there's no way there's 10,000 litres flowing through there. You can see how much, just about, it's running over there. Okay. So what I'm aiming to do now, I'm going to take it outside. I was going to top up with salt, as you can see over there. That's stopped. The fish are okay, swimming about. I've got my water going in, not trickling, it's going through a 3-phase water filter system, which is running okay. Fish are all swimming fine, but I am now dropping that water, and I want to drop that. Please don't do what I'm doing. I want to drop this water now by at least a foot. At least a foot. Now this is drastic measures, and like I say, I have lost another fish, as you know. He's Goldie. After his treatment, he's up and swimming about, he's fine, so I'm all the other fish. So this is just an update, something that's gone out of control, which is obviously my filter. So luckily I've catched it, hopefully in time, back into the filter house. So that's where I'm at today. I'm flushing that out. Right, this is why I went outside and I forgot, so I'm going to take you back outside. Sorry folks. Now you all know on my pipe work over there I've got a one-way valve, which means, because my pond is pump fed, so if you can see my filter there, how wide that is, above my pond. So when I turn my pump off, see if you can see, that's where my water comes in from my pond. 32mm pipe, it goes behind the filter into my UV there, look, across the UV, down the back of the filter, all the way around there, under the bridge, down into the deep end where my pump is. In theory it works that way. She's sucking the water out of the pond. I put the one-way valve in simply because when I turn the pump off, that water automatically from the height it goes back flows all the way back through the UV, all the way down back into my pond. So what crud is in here and what crud is in, let me see if I can have a look, see what difference there is. Right, okay then, so if you imagine this was filling up with water, it would be probably something like that high. So when I turn my pump off, the water in the hole of that perimeter there, which is bad water, back over here, goes straight back down there, through the UV, back into the pond. All that bad water returns back into my pond. That is the whole idea of that one-way valve. Now when I spoke to Dave the other day, we tried to work out why I'm having problems. I've always used a 10,000 pump. I've had this on for about 5 or 6 years, this filter system working. I've never had a pump until this year. I have changed the pump because the pump packed up. It's still a 10,000 eco pump, running exactly the same way through the same pipe work. Now my thinking is now, either some of the pipe work might have, what do you call it, termites, whatever that, in the pipe work, which could be blocking it and stopping the flow. Dave seems to think that it could be the one-way return. Now he's asked me to get rid of that and shorten the pipe because it goes a long way round to my filter, which is losing pressure on its journey, but it's been like that for years. Now the reason it's run that way is so I got ugly pipe work over the top of my pool where you can see it, and all the way around my pond. So he suggested that I put my pump close to my filter house, a little piece of pipe at the top of my pond into the nexus. So that's what I'm thinking. I ain't going to do it now simply because the weather's turning and I don't want to disturb it no more. I'm trying my hardest to keep on top of the water. Now the water flow in that one-way valve is very small because without being able to show you, of just a little flap inside, when the water pressure blows, it pushes that flap, which is a circular diameter, for the water to pass through. So that is definitely restricting the water. Now in my pump, which I've showed you before, I put the little bend on it. Where that bend fits on, there's a circle inside exactly the same as everybody else's pump, but you're probably similar with a valve where you can adjust it so it will suck on the outside of the pipe work, or it actually suck through the pipe work itself. Now that's the problem I had before. If you remember, it was sucking half through the cage and half out the pond. So I put the elbow on it, turn the valve so it's sucking completely out the bottom of the pond. Now inside that pipe work, you've not got a perfect circle of suction because you've got a flap that you can open and close. It's almost like a V with a circle at the top, and then exactly the same on the opposite side. So the flow rate really is half of that, because the other V on both opposite sides is where the water's circulating through. So my thinking is them two pieces are blocking that round pipe, stopping the circulation. So somehow we've got to try and do away with that little bit of pipe with that adjustment on it, and then I'll have a perfectly round pipe circulation up through the valve. Oh, I thought it would shut my arms, killing me trying to hold it up. Now what I did buy, I'm going to flick it around and show you this, folks. Watch out mate, because I'm still filming. I bought one of them ages ago for another idea I've got. Now, Dave's suggesting I've got to run that because what I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to disconnect this pump, this valve, so I can explain more. Right then folks, what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and show you a demonstration of the flow of my water. This is what I'm using. Now obviously when I turn my water off, I'll turn that way. So I'm trying to film it and show you. You can't really see what that's doing. Turn that way. Right now, here's my adder. So, water flow is going that way. So the water comes out my pond through there. Now, I don't know whether you'll see that. That's only a small gap there where the water blows through, look. Okay, so that I'm going to get 10,000 litres pushing through there. So you can understand how it's restricted if that had been clearly open. So that's my one-way valve. Perfectly understand that. But that's on there, so my water don't flow back. Okay, so that's the one-way valve. Now then, the bull valve. You've all seen them before, look at that. Now if I've got that on there instead of that one-way valve, look at the flow in that. Absolutely bang on. So you can understand what Dave's on about. Now the only downfall I've got now with putting this on, which means just temporarily, if I put it over there where my one-way valve is, it means every time I try and clean my filter out, I've got to get over there to turn that valve off and then come over here to turn my water pump off. So now hopefully you can understand the situation I'm in. Now I know this is a long-winded video, so I'm going to try and get on with it. I'm going to flick it down again now. Sorry about this folks. Okay, so get to the little blue pipe there. Dave says put my pump there in the water there. Sorry about the camera, I'm losing circulation in my arm. Put the water pump in there. So then I've just got a small pipe going across the brickwork there into my filter house. So look how short that is. Okay, leave it through, don't put it through the UV. So I'm thinking about getting an amalgam light. Run the pipe just round the floor there. Oh, hang on, I've lost my finger. Run that pipe and go to a bigger diameter. Oh. Now from my pond through to that, and then obviously up into that. So when I'm in here, turn that valve off and turn the pump off in the same place, which is a cracking idea. Now, you know what I'm like, do you? And you know the look that I've got. I want to show you something else. Please bear with me. Sorry about the mess. Because my pipe's been on a long time, I've been out and bought 9 metres of this heavy duty pipe. There it is. Now that's 32mm, which I think's inch and a half, I think. Now Dave's advice is get 2 inch, which means me going out and, you know what I'm like now with money this year, spending more money, but it's only a short length really from there into my filter house. So that's the situation I'm in at the moment, folks. do I leave it running like this? I am going to leave it running like this. As you know by my previous video, I've just been out and spent, what am I filming that from? I've just been out and spent 24 quid on NT Labs water test kit, just to see if it was an out-of-date kit that was making my water parameters out of sync, or I don't know what you call it. My water parameters wrong, so I bought another one, another 24 quid, and both kits are exactly the same. So does it go out of date or not, I don't know. But anyway, that was another 24 quid. Christmas is coming. I think I've got 4 birthdays in the next couple of months, so that's something else before Christmas. Sorry, I thought someone had happened to Goldie then. Good God, it's driving me mad, honestly, folks. I really don't know what to do. He's just lazing about. Oh God, what a year this year, folks. Honestly, I wouldn't wish it on anybody. I really wouldn't. So what I'm doing now, I'm driving my pull down, like I says. I'm going to drop that a good foot. I'm tempted to drop it halfway down, but I ain't gonna. I'm going to drop it a foot. I'll just flick it around late and see how far down it's got. Sorry about the fingers. Put off. I'm going to get to the line rail there, folks. Probably down about 4 or 5 inches. I am going to drop that a foot and leave it topping up probably overnight now. Don't forget, we've had an absolute week of rain, so whether that's done anything to Goldie or what, he don't look, it's in there, look, he's looking perfectly fine, his tail looks nice and everything. When I got him out he did look raw. All the other fish are looking all fine, the white fish are all looking fine. There's one there, orange dot on his head, an orange dot in the middle of his back, and I'll catch him with my finger there. Yeah, I suppose looking a little bit pinkish. It's really, I think what it is, I'm just overlooking everything there. I've been that paranoid this year. Well, not paranoid, I've been right. When I've had that many problems this year, I thought having 3 weeks away and coming back, things would be a lot better. There was, the fish was swimming about, like I says, they've all been feeding. I've got none sulking, none flicking, no flashing, nothing. And I thought I was on top of it with this salt. But obviously not. So I just thought I'd put this video out quickly. Well, not quickly, like, but so I've come into my filter house now, found out this is overflowing, and I've got a feeling that was one of the big problems of Goldie being a bit sore. I can tell by, I don't know if you can tell by his belly down there, folks. This side of it, I don't think I can tell. The belly does look sore, almost like he's got a rash. Well, he's got a rash, apparently it's a male. So anyway, folks, that's it for today. I'll check on them tomorrow and see how they am, and I'll do